I'll be the segue.
Ah, shut the hell up, Nick. Anyway,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, here we are, back on the grind. Only three of us, cause Lemonheads lives in Louisiana, so his internet is non-existent 99% of the time. Hung is definitely taking a fat ass nap, but we finally got Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Well, we got a new black
What's
guy.
poppin'?
We got our new token minority. So
The guy who wanted to start
We in
podcast in
here.
the first place didn't even come on for the first 3 episodes.
Yep.
yeah.
You know it.
Oh, Nick, but we might have been confusing episode 4 with earlier today, XD. Or you're just
I
stupid.
want.
No. Wait.
Anyway, Kyle,
Are
how's
we
it
talking
going?
about earlier?
How
I thought you
you
were
been?
talking about what I said there. I was like, no, we definitely only have 3.
You know, I'm suffering right now. I'm itching on every appendage on my body. It at least has like 2 mosquito bites on every single limb that I have, and I feel like my nuts.
Just get like really vivid and dark about how itchy you are. I'm peeling my skin off.
Oh,
It
that
hurts
actually.
so
Oh my god.
bad.
Oh my god. Actually, I had a friend with us that came to the quarry, and he had intense sunburn to the point where he was actually peeling.
Ugh.
Okay. And
It was,
good night, everybody.
White people be like.
and just like that, the podcast is immediately turned off,
All right,
and
stop
that's the
recording.
episode.
Everybody clicked away.
I'm going home.
Now we can get to the real topic. Jake Paul.
That's
Fucking
clickbait. I can use that for the title.
Allier.
Allier intro, roll
KSI.
it.
Clickbait. We all mentioned them.
cue the dubstep intro. We're in here.
Okay.
Except it's only Devin doing it, not the actual intro. Go, Devin, go.
Yeah.
Speaking of Devin, that's me.
Oh.
Mhm.
Deadass completely forgot what I was saying while I was saying it.
All right, so Devin,
So
you have
ghost.
any, Devin, you have any mac and cheese lately?
Yeah, actually, I have had mac and cheese. And do I
Oh,
have
yeah,
a
how'd that
story
go?
about mac and cheese for you, Kyle? Because I know I didn't tell Kyle yet. So like,
yeah. Lay it on me.
there we were. It was like what? It was like
This was actually
it was
in
like 3
Discord
o'clock.
too.
It was like 3 or 4 o'clock, something like that. And
Okay.
Nick's like, "You want to play some video games?" And I'm like, I didn't respond because I was making mac and cheese. And I come back, I sit down with mac and cheese in my hand. It's like, oh, yeah. And so me, Nick, and Lemonhead get on and start playing some video games. As we're playing, we're like playing Destiny, pretending like we're actually doing the raid because there's only 3 of us. And that's when Brandon, my roommate, comes home. And I still got the mac and cheese like in my hand, but it's like I put it down to play the game, right? And he comes home
Yeah.
like, "Yo, Devin, why is there mac and cheese still in this pot?" I was like, cause I didn't clean it up yet, cause I'm not done with the mac and cheese." And he starts bitching and moaning about how I didn't clean up my mac and cheese, while the bowl of mac and cheese that I'm still eating is like right next to me. It's like I'm not done eating, and I can't eat a whole ass box of mac and cheese in one bowl. He's like, "Oh, but you didn't clean it up." It's like, "Cause I just sat down."
Yeah.
Like Kyle, is it reasonable to expect of someone to like, okay, I finished making my mac and cheese, time to clean up before I even start eating?
I would probably clean up after I'm done.
Yeah,
because you never know.
Because he doesn't. I
if you
guess
want
Brandon's
seconds.
like eating hot food.
It's like
Like, what if you
I
wanted
might want
seconds,
more,
and
and
you're
like
like,
I'm not gonna take a whole bowl. It's like I might be hungry enough for 2 bowls, I might not.
exactly. You don't want to just put it away and then like, oh, I want some more, and it's like, well, I already put it away. It's real.
Yeah, I'm just like, why are you yelling at me to clean up a mess that I just I haven't even been able to get to yet? I can't
He
just
hasn't even
I
gotten
have to eat the
snacking on
food
it.
first.
Yeah, let the man just eat his food. Come on, guys.
He's yelling at me every fucking day that I don't do my dishes. Like, oh my bad, I don't want to do the dishes every day. Like I'll sit
Yeah,
there.
because to be honest, it's like I get you want a clean sink, but like you're gonna miss a day.
He better clean up that attitude before you start cleaning up the dishes. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm saying.
He better
Well, I'm gonna give him the right hook.
give him the right hook.
Know what I'm saying, dog?
It's just like it makes me so mad. Like I'm not gonna do the dishes every day. That's just a fact. So stop bitching about it. It's like it's not like, oh, it's one sink. We both use the same sink. No, there's 2 separate sinks, right? Because like this, you know how the sinks here, they have like the 2 little holes in it, right?
I can testify. I've also washed dishes
Yeah.
in
So
his
like
house.
I have my sink, he has his sink. So it's like if my sink is full, he still has his sink, and if his sink is full, that's on him.
Right. On him.
It's just
Sounds like a
my
very
bad. I
odd
don't want to
couple
waste so much dish soap.
Odd couple.
It
I
just,
Yeah,
mean,
Devin's got a show on NBC.
it just makes me, just makes me
was it
furious.
canceled?
And then like you're yelling at me to clean up my mess, Bish. What about you? Like your room
What
a
about him?
goddamn mess. This living room still has your boxes unpacked, sitting there. I can see one of your pairs of underwear in the
Wait,
box.
he's still not all packed in?
No, he hasn't touched it since he moved them into the house. They're just sitting.
When
What
did you
the
guys move
fuck?
here? August 1st, right?
Huh?
Bro, they've
You
been
guys
moved
moved
in
We
in
for
on
moved
like
August
in. We
1st?
almost
moved
a
in like
month.
we moved in August 4th, but like the lease signing was August 1st. That's when we like could move in.
Based on my calculations, August 1st was what, like 2, 3?
A
Yeah, like
while
2 weeks
ago.
ago. Yeah,
He should have got all that stuff done by now.
I'm saying.
Mm-mm.
And his,
When I went over there, probably with the Monday after you moved in. Devin was pretty much already all done.
I am
It
like
doesn't take
fuck. The
long
only
to
thing I'm
unpack.
doing now that involves setting up, I'm just adding more decorations to my room.
It doesn't
Important
take
stuff.
that long to.
If you couldn't tell, the decorations are exclusively K-pop.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it just
You want to have your own personality.
yeah, you know, it's a good life I'm living here half the time.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's free from the shackles of parents.
Yeah, I moved out with with my
And
father
mankind.
to move in with another person who's gonna act like my father. Except here, I
He,
can have none of it.
yeah, I can actually talk back.
I talked back to
No,
my real
Devin
father.
definitely talked back to his dad.
Except the difference
I
is
can talk
here
back
is that
even more.
if I get hit by my dad, it's just punishment. If I get hit by Brandon, I can call the police.
That is the advantage.
You know, it's like I could just not pay rent for a month and then I get kicked out. I could literally just go back to living with my dad. My dad would be fine if I just get a job.
And then
Really?
Brandon's fucked.
Brandon's fucked because his parents wouldn't take him back.
Really?
He also doesn't
Yeah.
have a job, does he?
Didn't
No,
they say that?
he just got a job at yesterday.
Oh, what do you do?
He works at the gas station down the road.
Well, he ain't gonna last.
I mean, I would put like if I was in his position. I mean, I'm gonna end up trying to work there too myself because it's literally
Yeah,
like
get that.
a minute walk from where we live, and so it's like, well, if
Oh, that
I
makes sense.
don't get this job, then I'd have to like bike like 10 minutes because it's the closest place where you can easily get hired. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because they really do need those workers at.
Yeah, this gas station is so understaffed. You know how most gas stations are open 24/7, right?
Yeah.
This place
Mhm.
isn't open 24/7 because they don't have enough people to work 24/7.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's wow.
at least I think it's like
Yeah.
that. Or I like they have from what I can
Well,
tell,
I mean,
they have like 4 or 5 workers working at
oh,
yeah. There's like
Hmm.
I've only seen like 4 people, excluding Brandon. I've
like
only seen 4 people at a
like
time there
like in total.
in
Man,
total.
that's really bad.
And
That's
one of the people who is the 4 people. There's of course the guy who runs the place, right? You know, the owner.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then there's the guy who's like works in the back, like the cooking, the stocking shelves, the cleaning. And then you got the 2 people in the front desk, constantly taking orders. And like they can't all work at what from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. So they gotta
Yeah, they got
split it
other
up.
stuff to do.
Plus the manager, he can't always be there because he's the manager. He's got other stuff to do, like paperwork, maybe even managing other locations. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's actually crazy.
So yeah, that's why I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna try my luck because they need jobs.
right.
And
What do
That's
like
you trying to go for
I'm
like an
down to work.
overnight?
I'm down to work like 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. I don't care.
Ooh,
I know
real
5 hours.
trooper right here,
You know,
yeah. I was thinking, I'm like, wait.
it's only
working
5 hours,
the
but
graveyard shift.
the gist is I'll work. I work nights and midnights and whatnot.
Yeah,
You'll work the shift
someone
nobody
working the
wants to
day,
work.
and then someone else works at night.
Yeah, because like you work at night, you barely get any customers. Like, well, there's gonna be no customers for an hour. Bust out the phone and start playing my K-pop rhythm games. Because like, what
Let's
am
just
I gonna
hope
do
that
for like 8 hours while no one comes in? It's like you expect me to just stand there and pretend like someone's there the entire time? No.
I bet you could like eat there too, just kind of finesse a candy bar,
I mean,
just
I'd have
start
to pay
chowing
for it
down,
myself, but I wouldn't mind.
just take the money out of the register and then just put it back in.
And then put it right back in. Like, oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Have
Fantastic
a good day.
establishment you run here.
You have a good day too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
The manager's watching the whole thing.
they're allegedly thirsty for workers, so I gotta get around to that. I'm probably gonna do that now that we're talking about it. I'll probably do it tonight. 'Cause the other
You
reason
just
I'm
got the
doing it
owner.
is because I needed phone numbers of my old employers, which I didn't have, so I had to ask for those.
Right.
Owner just watching, like, what the fuck did I hire?
Am I just watching this
I
dude
hired an
start
animal.
talking to himself?
Wait, why am I watching it?
It turns me on.
He ain't got nothing else better to do at 2 o'clock in the
There's no
morning.
customers for him, so he's watching Devin talk to himself.
It's like,
Yeah,
so I was
some good
watching. I was
entertainment.
watching the broadcast feed live last night. It's like, hold on, why were you watching live and not in here helping me?
That's like, wait, broadcast. Okay, I get that. But live?
What you doing at 3 a.m.?
Yo,
What you doing at 3 a.m.,
Where's
boss?
Shalon?
he doing paperwork.
You doing paperwork at 3 a.m.? What kind of crackhead does that? Fuck, I do that actually.
Man, 3 a.m. is the best time for paperwork.
Hey
Yeah,
man, that's a
that's
good
the
time.
only time for paperwork.
That's a good time to do any like stuff because it's like, oh, you're about to go to bed, so you go to bed and you sleep on all the knowledge you gained.
Speaking of staying up
You
really
know
late,
what, Devin? I can't argue that.
Yeah.
I remember when we stayed up on, what was it, Friday till like 4:30. That
Oh yeah, I know. I was like, wait, no, I know what you're talking about. That had a toll on me.
for me, I mean, I woke up at like 8.
Yeah,
So
I woke up at 10 and I'm like, guess
you
they're
know,
gone.
yeah, my body was
So y'all gonna
over.
elaborate or leave me thinking y'all some pussy bitches?
No,
Well,
so
Cause I do that
Kyle,
daily.
you can do it. You can do this, Kyle. Go ahead.
yeah. So, me, Brandon, and Nick, we went over to Brandon, played some Smash,
Oh, but I was
played some
invited.
video games.
You live in St. Cloud. Don't talk.
You know how it goes.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of
This man just said
stayed
I
up
wasn't
till
invited.
4:30 in the morning watching YouTube. I woke up later because it would be the same day at like 8.
PM.
Oh,
You
you
know,
one of those guys.
yeah.
The
Well,
same day.
my body is set to 8 o'clock every day now. It doesn't need. And
PM.
Nick here, AM. So
AM.
yeah, 4 hours of sleep for me. Not even that, 3.5 hours of sleep for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with y'all some pussy ass bitches.
Okay, but thing is, I was like working too, so I was working like 3
Yeah, I had to
to
pick this guy up
11.
at 11 o'clock at night.
I went over to his house at 11 p.m. and like, yo, what's
This
up, guys?
man was like, I'm still coming, guys. I just, it's like 11 o'clock. Everyone's chilling. We having some Minute Maid lemonade, just chilling on the
God,
couch.
Brandon was like, if you got bored, Brandon was like, oh, here's a lemonade. Like, Brandon, I'm not thirsty. He's like, drink it.
Drink the lemonade.
I feel like someone made a bet. Like, I bet you can't get them to drink 5 cans of lemonade each. He's like, fuck, I could do that.
Also, we had Skittles too, and
I did not.
Brandon, being an
stayed
animal,
away.
decides to try and chug a bag of Skittles. So then I kind of tip the bag, so the point where he's starting to become basically force fed Skittles, and he almost died. I said, like, did you taste the rainbow? Like, are you good, fam? And he was like, yeah,
But
I'm
like, it
good.
was spilling out on the floor.
Yeah, it spilled everywhere. It was there
Uh,
were a lot of Skittles on the floor. Also,
it was
Nick,
tough to. It was tough to watch.
we were going to do something in the morning, but the homie Nick was like, yo, I'm gonna sleep till 10 o'clock.
Okay, I didn't try. I set alarms and everything, but it's like my body was like, yo, you've been up for like 20 hours. Like, give me some fucking rest.
Not gonna lie though, Brandon set his alarm too. That shit didn't go off. It did, but it was so quiet. It was real faint.
I don't know
If
how
I didn't
Brandon
wake
does
up,
it.
I don't know either. He didn't hear it. I had to wake him up myself.
You did?
I was like, yeah, I had to wake him up myself because his alarm was so quiet. He was like, he ain't gonna hear this. Like, I have to wake him up myself.
He did.
He did, bro. And then it was still a good time though, but I was extremely tired. Like I just could not function.
Interesting.
And then
Interdasting.
I go home, and then I have to go to the quarry, so I have to leave the same day and I stayed up till like 2 o'clock.
Oh, but you didn't
On
come
that
visit
day.
me in St. Cloud. SMH SMA.
Smut my head.
We got there at like 11 o'clock.
AM or PM?
We're talking PM. It was late at night. We went to
Wait.
B-Dubs.
When was this?
We went to a Walmart. This
I
was
was like, y'all ran for 12
Friday.
hours to get the
This is
beat up?
Friday?
Yeah, this would be the next day, Friday. So
Was
after
this
the thing
yesterday?
with Brandon and
Or
them,
the last week?
yes, this was yesterday.
Bro, what time did you go to Walmart?
It was
Was it late?
it was pretty late. Yeah,
Were you guys at
We
Walmart
could
the
we literally
same
could have ran
time?
into each other.
we probably could have.
Because
Yeah,
yesterday,
What if
Hung
you-
was over, and we were planning on hitting up late night Walmart run. That's why Walmart's one of the pictures in the this podcast stream. Because me and Hung were gonna hit up Walmart late night.
Boom,
It comes full
segue.
circle. Yeah, we
That
yeah
would
we
have been
got
lit
we.
enough if you were in St. Cloud. Me and Hung could have rolled. Actually, Hung got cock blocked by his parents though.
Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Can you
but,
imagine you're
we-
in like
we got
an
there at, like,
hour
what,
away and
30,
you run
11?
into Kyle?
that'd blow my fucking mind if I ran into Kyle at Walmart in St. Cloud. I'd be like, "What the fuck? What the hell are you doing here, officer?"
Are
Like
you?
the thing was, I was wearing the laziest outfit I could possibly find. I was wearing a blue tank top, some sweatpants, and these raggedy Adidas shoes.
Oh, I
And a
wear
little.
that shit every day.
That's Devin's fancy
I
clothes.
was just,
Yeah.
I was straight chilling, and like we were wearing like animal masks and walking around.
What kind of trip was this?
Actually, I don't
It
think I would
was,
recognize you. I think I would have called the police on you.
It was a.
Is this
we
a
were
cult?
everyone else to kind of meet up at that Walmart so everyone can go to the house. But we were just kind of like wasting time. Went to Cabela's for no reason.
Yeah.
No reason. We just went there for no reason whatsoever. Then we were like, I'm kind of hungry. Let's go to B-Dubs. And oh my god, the waiter
Went to
we had.
B-Dubs at 11 p.m.
It was like 9-10 when we got there. So
What about the waiter?
at the waiter, he seemed chill enough. He was interacting with the boys. Thing was though, he made a joke about Sandy Hook.
Oh,
I was like, I was like, oh, so it's gonna be one of those
wait.
nights.
So was this your family or just like your brother and friends?
This was my brother and friends, so we were just joking around.
Okay. I
Yeah,
thought it
it
was
was
like
my parents,
he said it
no.
around your mom.
Bro, St.
No,
Cloud,
we-
wild as hell.
Really,
you should just be like, hey,
I
bro,
gotta ask you a question. When you
Hmm.
were in St. Cloud, did you see a green truck at all?
No, I don't think
Okay, so let me tell you, there's a green truck around here, and this truck is pimped out with like Confederate flag shit.
so.
Oh,
Like it zoomed by, and they got like it's not one of the Confederate flags. It's like on the back of the truck. You know, it's like on the back window. It's literally a flag that's hung up, and they got like a bunch of stickers on the back. That's like I don't know anything else. I'm pretty sure I saw a Trump sticker on there. I saw like the Punisher. You know, because like the Punisher bumper stickers slash window thing is like staring like I guess they were in the army or something. Because you know
Uh-oh.
it's one of those
Uh-oh.
trucks. If you catch my drift.
Yeah.
And every
so
time we
basically
saw
just saying it's a white guy.
oh 100%, 100 emoji.
No, it's like you
Yeah,
don't even have
that
to
sounds
guess.
real sus.
It was like oh my goodness, but yeah, it's like when me and Hung were roasting the truck, Hung goes, "Wait, Devin, but aren't we racist?" Like, oh yeah, but we're still gonna make fun of him for being retarded.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out.
Okay, back to this waiter though.
Anyway,
Yeah. Oh,
What
Nick,
did he
the
say?
waiter
I don't know if you'll get this, right? Because this is a wrestling thing. But the waiter looked like Mojo Rawley.
Hold
Was
on,
he
going
fat?
to Google.
Yeah, you look him up. The waiter
Wait,
looked
Mo, what was his name?
Mojo Rawley. The man looked like he looked really similar. And it was just so weird.
yeah, I'm gonna
'Cause
look up a
I
picture
even
see if I can wreck it, cause like I've been to that B-Dubs once or twice, so you know maybe.
it was like I was
Buzz
like,
cut guy.
what?
He a buzz cut, and does he wear like
Yeah,
eye
he got
tape?
buzz cut, little eye paint, like
Like the eye
little
tape
beard
stuff under his
going.
eyes, like football players
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Oh, he looked like
he's
that.
a football player. Yeah, he looked like that.
What
And
a
it was like,
unit.
and this man was referencing some stuff. He talked
Tragedies. Like, oh,
he talked as if he was like
I don't
one of
recognize that
us.
guy.
It was really like weird. He like he was like talking as if he was a part of our friend group. Like
Gabe
Like
too.
no Mr. 4chan.
It's
also
it's country folk, you know. We city
yeah,
boys just
it's
don't understand it.
I guess so. I guess so. Also, I got hit in the nuts really hard on that same night.
Anyway, moving on from your nut hit. I don't want to hear about.
Ghost.
So
So
we talking about
one of my
ghosts, or are we gonna let Kyle finish? I was gonna say, oh, I want to talk about when we're on hanging out. So Hung showed up yesterday, right?
okay.
So I learned that I'm
And you
I'm
found out Hung's dead in the ghost.
no,
I'm sorry.
not that actually. So Hung showed up and we're chilling. We immediately go out to eat. We hit up our grocery store, aka the Super America down the road. And
Okay.
so then we hang out. We go to Perkins. Uh, Hung ordered the
I'm so mad.
he ordered he ordered the breakfast burger. I was hungry, but I wasn't too hungry, so I just ordered the
Right.
I just got myself the build your appetizer, but that was actually my meal. Chicken tendies, mozzarella sticks, and French fries. God, I gotta stop ordering French fries from Perkins. They're god awful.
Vito's French fries are pretty good.
But that's because they're
Mhm.
tiny. I like the small fries, not the
Yeah.
thick cut. Unless you really season the thick cut fries, don't serve thick cut fries.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
But
That's
then
even.
we hit up Barnes and Noble. Hung buys stuff for D&D. He buys like Paladin spell cards, and
Okay.
Oh, I still got those character sheets.
I really want to do D&D someday. I
I
want.
at first it's a lot of fun.
we do D&D.
It,
Even though
yeah,
the
it's
campaign
I
with
heard you guys do
Brandon
D&D,
still
and I was
haven't
like, man, I
played
really
it.
want to join it, but it's like I don't know when I could possibly ever do it.
See, that's what I thought. And the first time I played, 3 of the 4 hours were just getting my character set up.
That's the thing. When you
I was
do
like,
D&D, there's like session 0, where it's like y'all meet up, you do character building. That's when the DM. Ideally when the DM tells you what the world you're gonna be playing is. But this is Brandon's
yeah.
first time like doing like a real DM situation, so we didn't do a session 0. We did session 1, which was and plus we did it like you build your character and then you show up. And so we did like
Oh,
character corrections on the spot. That took like an hour, and then we started on the same day. See, we're
that
Nick.
sounds
You were
really
wrong. You
fun.
showed up during after we'd already started.
No, I know. I
So
understand
you had to
that.
take that 3 or 4 hours when you should have been session 0 doing when we were actually in like session 5. But yeah, we do D&D.
That sounds
It's fun.
really fun.
My
Like
char-
I wish
my
I would.
character. So I want to tell you about my characters. I was about to go on about Hung. Hung's in it too. And so
Mhm.
my character, I'm a rogue, right? I'm gonna be the
Right.
greatest rogue, the most infamous rogue in the lands.
Ooh.
That's my character's goal.
Okay.
I don't care. Like Lucas's goal, he's a warlock. His goal is to become a lich and rule the world. Hung's goal is to overthrow Neverwinter as a paladin for whatever land he comes from. I just want to steal some shit. My next plan is to rob a bank,
I want to be the
Oh,
Prince of
and not
Thieves.
robbing like no pussy ass bitch ass. I mean the national bank
Oh, the big heist.
from the capital city. Like at level
Mm.
5, I'm doing the big one. Like right out the
This
gate.
already sounds like a GTA 5 story.
Oh hell yeah! Like you know how it is. Like we have a party member that I kidnapped. He's a doppelganger. He can change his appearance to anything. I'm abusing
I
Oh,
the shit out of
remember
him.
him.
Is the
that's
doppelganger
gonna
pussy
be.
tight though?
Yeah, but you gotta do it in the ear.
But it was funny. Nick, you know how I joined the Thieves Guild as my rogue? Fuck on
Oh, we were
vacation.
gambling.
Thieves Guild dumb as hell. I'm already gone.
I would like to. I would like to join the Thieves Guild. You join the Thieves Guild. Okay, this
Oh,
sucks. I would like to leave
first
the
fun thing
Thieves
we
Guild.
did.
That's literally how I did it. Like I was thinking about it
Dang.
just in bed. It's not just D&D on the mind. I'm like, I'm gonna quit the Thieves Guild already. I'm just already done. But
Dumb
anyway,
as hell. I'm out.
so Hung showed up. We
Wait, but I gotta mention real quick thing though about it.
huh.
Another
Mhm.
fun thing though, Kyle. D and Destiny Wild.
Yeah, there's a
Mm.
module for Dungeons and Dragons that someone's making. Dungeons and Destiny.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
It's currently in
fun as
beta.
hell.
They're working on it right now, but it's fun from what we did.
Because Devin
Oh.
donated to get all this stuff, so we knew what to expect.
It was
Okay.
only
And we
a
just
dollar.
Oh.
donate so we can get that like soon.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Wait, Kyle, do you have a computer?
I have a laptop. Yes.
You can totally do D&D online at some point.
we
Yo, I
could.
just
I'm gonna
realized
have
we
to.
literally could all do except like Brandon. We could do Dungeons and Dragons just on the computer.
Well,
'Cause
Brandon could wait. Which Brandon? Like the one you live with?
Talk or
yeah, the one I
lines.
live with, because he's the one who DM. I
Well,
don't.
he
Okay.
could just be with you.
Yeah, I
That
guess.
yeah. He can also do. Brandon could also. The other Brandon can also do it with me if he wanted. For
If
whatever
it's
reason.
Didn't he say he didn't want to do it though?
I mean, I'm not sure actually. I've never asked him about it.
when
I'm
we
sure
did
he's
when we
open
did
to
like
stuff.
D&D Light in freshman year, Brandon loved it.
Yeah,
Oh,
He was one of the
yeah.
people,
I feel
yeah.
like he'd be open to it, you know.
Like if it'd be us, like, you, Nick, Kyle, Lemonhead said he'd be playing. I imagine Hung and Brandon. I'd totally be DM because that seems like it'd be more fun than playing with like Lucas and the other Brandon because they're more like into the seriousness of D&D, right?
well, we can
We
just
just want
have
to have
fun with it.
fun.
I mean, like, they
Yeah.
want to have
Well, I
fun.
mean, we can have fun, but
It'd be
not
like
take it as
it'd be
serious.
like Nick. You saw the group dynamic in when Lucas and Hung, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if it'd be like us. It'd be a completely different group dynamic, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just feel different. I'd be totally down to DM if for like you guys, like over the computer, because like
I mean, another
Yeah.
thing with Lucas, I was almost kind of scared to do stuff. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to mess up. When I played with you and Brandon, I was like, oh, I feel I can do whatever. I'll figure it out
Oh
as
yeah.
I go.
Brandon Lyons. He also has his own laptop too,
yeah,
so he could definitely do it.
yeah.
So yeah.
Lemonade has a
It'll be
laptop, and it barely works, but it's just, the way I do it is like there's a browser that I just literally invite you guys to play in like a browser extension thing
And I got
Oh.
my computer.
that you never use. Hung's got a computer, so yeah, we can
Everyone
totally
has
do
a
that.
computer. Yeah, we can definitely do this.
But anyway,
It could
stop
just be like
talking about
podcasting
things we're gonna
along.
do not on camera and for the podcast, even though we probably could. Yo, I could do a D&D YouTube series. Anyway,
Yo, wait. Yo,
Oh,
wait.
yes.
Expansion.
We gotta do it.
expand the channel. But back to the Hung thing. So and then I said after our date was over at Perkins, I go, okay, I need to run
Date.
into. Yeah, we were on a date, Nick.
Not just because earlier, what was that? You're like, oh, nothing. We're just hanging out.
But
Now it became a date.
But yeah, I'm like, okay, date over. We gotta run to Target. He's like, what you mean date over? It's like, oh, are we taking our date to Target? And like, yeah. So we went to Target. I bought some like house supplies and some groceries. But then we went to the mall that it was attached to because Hung wanted to find a laptop case. Couldn't find a. You know what? Now that I think about it, Hung wanted to buy a laptop case. We should definitely just could have gone to Best Buy.
Yeah, I mean, you could have. Yeah, or
And then
just grab a backpack.
I gotta say, ice cube trays at Target, $9. Really? What kind of crack are you guys smoking? Thinking I'm gonna buy an ice tray for $9?
Oh my.
That's like that's like that's basically like buying Fortnite skins, except way more expensive. The free because you don't got paper ice.
Yeah.
But like, oh, here's $9 to get like fancy ice.
And then Hung bought Stratego, the game, the board game. And then we went to Walmart. Hung wanted to buy another laptop. Continue looking for a laptop case, and I needed to buy something. Ice cube tray. That's right. I found one for $3 at Walmart,
That is-
as it should be. And so we went back to my place, and we just played Stratego for like half an hour. I'm better at Stratego than I thought I was. Even though I had never played Stratego.
How do
Isn't
you
that the game
share?
where you have the pieces and you gotta like have them not facing you, your opponent?
Like,
I mean,
it's completely so I don't know how to explain Stratego because I just learned yesterday.
no, I played a lot. It's a pretty fun game.
It's pretty fun.
I
I don't know
played it
if
a
this link
lot
is
when I
gonna.
was at like after school daycare type stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
we
like
good.
I found like a strategy that's really, really kind of retarded to use. I'm not gonna explain
Like
it
good
because
or
it's pretty good the way I did it.
Yo, if you guys want to take a look at this link I found, it's in the chat. If you want to take a look at.
I'll check it out
Time.
later.
Yeah.
Kyle, we're in the middle of a thing.
Is
I'm
that
sorry. I'm sorry. It was.
Kyle,
who is
It
that?
was.
I already forgot the name
That's
of him.
I'm gonna check it out, but
Coach Howard.
Oh, Coach.
I just wanted.
I already forgot his
I
name.
I found this. I was just like, oh my god, I have to.
Anyway, so played Stratego. Absolutely whipped Hung. Me and Hung did a best of 3. First game he won because I'd never played. Then I won the second game, and then also the third game. And then I played Brandon after that. Absolutely schooled him. Like, it wasn't even a competition when I played him. It was an absolute ass whooping.
Oh my god.
So for like the rest of the night, me and Hung was just chilling, and then we were like, "Yo, you want to hit up Walmart at like 3 a.m. or something?" And we're like, Hell yeah. And so Hung called up his parents to ask if he could stay the night because he still lives with his parents. And they totally cock-blocked my boyfriend. I did not appreciate that. And it's all because he took his new car instead of his old car. Which I'm sad about. Me and my boy, I just wanted to have a fun night with my boyfriend.
Now that you have Wi-Fi, I want to go out there again.
You should.
Did you see the?
Wait, we could just do it on a Monday again.
Yeah, do it on like a Monday. You ask Hung if he wants to come too. Stay the night or something because I have internet now.
Oh, if only he was here to talk about it.
Yeah.
If
only.
All
we
right,
could
ghosts.
just join.
So we're literally a half an hour in and we haven't even talked about one of the things I really want to talk about.
Ghosts.
Ghost stories. Question: do you guys have any ghost stories?
When I was younger, I had one I thought, but it was like probably.
I do have a ghost story. Kyle, do you have a ghost story?
From when?
It's not really much of a story,
when I was
but
in
I've
fifth grade.
heard about like.
Okay.
I mean, we could talk about like famous ones.
Do you guys
Yes.
believe in ghosts?
Ooh, that's a
I'm an
question.
avid watcher of Ghost Adventure.
I mean,
So Kyle
I
believes in
want-
ghosts, but he
okay.
watches fake ghost shows.
Yes.
So the way, I mean, I want to believe, but I wouldn't be shocked if they weren't.
So it's like with me with God.
Yeah.
There it is.
You're agnostic about
Okay.
ghosts. It's like
If
you
I
want
see
you
him,
want to
if
believe,
it's like-
but you
see it, I'll
haven't
believe
had
it.
any experiences to make you believe.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
I haven't had any
I was-
personal things to believe it, but I want to believe.
See, here's my thing. You know how ghosts are normally attributed with like God and
Spirits.
stuff, like spirits, like religion, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
don't believe in God. Well, I'm agnostic about God, but I believe in ghosts because I've had an experience with ghosts.
So how would that work? Like, what do you think ghosts are then?
I just believe ghosts are real.
Apparition.
Okay.
I think
They're
that's
just
one of the.
apparitions.
Since I'm agnostic, right? I don't necessarily believe in God, but if like God, like if I die and there's a heaven, it's like I could have seen that one coming, and I go to hell. It's like if there's something to believe in, like if there's something I can get behind in a religion, I'll believe it. But you know, the only thing, actually, the only thing that made me believe in God, right? It was it was the end. It was like one of the last month of school, right? I think it was sometime in like early May,
Okay.
and I had a package that was arriving on a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told the story, and
Mhm.
it was like I saw it because like I know exactly what time USPS delivers to my house, right? And so I hit up Hung because Hung, I also me and Hung ordered the same thing, but you know, one for each of us in the package. It was a K-pop album, and you know, of course, I'm like, okay, we should get there before the package arrives. It was already delivered, and so me and Hung, wandered around the neighborhood for like half an hour, skipping school, to find this package. I was like, okay, we give up. We're just gonna like meet up with the boys, say what's up, take me home. I don't want to go to school anymore because this is when I started skipping school.
Right.
And, as we're driving by the mega church, like right next to my house. It's not like a regular church, it's like a big ass church. And we see the mailman, and he had the package. It's like God's plan. So
God's plan.
that makes me believe there's probably I'm more on the probably.
There is a higher power.
I'm on the probably side of agnostic rather than probably not.
Mhm.
Okay.
But so when I was like really young, like fourth grade actually, it was definitely fourth grade. I don't know how old I was in fourth grade. That was like 9 or 10. So I was living with my dad in St. Cloud. I literally down the road from where I live now. Well, I got a question. You guys know what the witch's hour is?
Oh, I've heard of that, but it was like
It's like
long
a
ago.
time of night.
It's like 3 to 4 a.m.
3 to
right?
4 a.m. when
Don't-
like demons and
Don't do
spirits are
something
more
at 3
active.
a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
I've heard of that.
that's for later, right? And
Mhm.
so this house, it was like there was the basement, right? The basement was already really weird because you know how basements like usually flat concrete cement floor, right?
Mhm.
In this
Yeah.
basement, there's like a divot, just like in it, like just like straight where rock.
Like in the center.
Like there's like kind of in the center. It's like there was like yeah, actually the center. I'd say the center. But like
Okay.
the way the room was set up, like there was definitely a wall that was built, so it didn't look like it was center. But if you take out the wall, it was center. And it was just like a giant pile of like rock divot, but like it was painted over.
Mhm.
So it's like, why is there just like a hole in the basement floor? But whatever.
Mhm.
And
A little sus.
we had cats, right? And it's no secret that animals can, it feels like animals are more, sensitive
Like
to
they
spirits.
see stuff.
They see
They're
shit.
in tune with the
No.
paranormal.
Yeah,
See, that stuff, like, I thought, like, my old dogs, you definitely catch them staring into, like, nothing a lot more than you'd think.
but
Yeah.
so I only had one cat that actually was like could actually do anything because like my other cat was really fat. Uh,
Okay.
and
That's
so I
a
had
big
this
fat
one
cat.
cat, right? I had one fat cat that wouldn't do anything. One cat that always just hid. But that was nothing
Hmm.
new for her. She just always hid from people because when we were kids, we fucked her up, so she didn't like us. And so we
Okay.
had this other cat, right? And every night at about like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., he would just scream at meowing at the top of his lungs.
Well,
And as a child, you was like my dad was like, "Oh, that's just
What?
yeah, that's just cat stuff, right?" So he just kind of ignored it.
No.
I wouldn't ignore it. I'd just be like, "Shut up,
Yeah,
don't
that's how I
sleep."
was like, it was like, "Shut the hell up." And then so
Hmm.
that was weird. And then another time we were playing with me and my cousins were playing with like a phone camera because this is like well just when like phones were hitting like oh phones are a thing now. Like 2009, that was like you had your flip phones or Blackberries. So when phones were accessible. So we had this phone with a
Yeah,
camera
why?
on it. And for me at the time, a phone with a camera was fucking mind blowing. Because like the only cameras we had were
Yeah.
like like either like the really early
Well, yeah,
basic
because, like,
digital cams or the tape cams because tape cams were just going out of style.
the thought of having a small camera on you at
Like
all times was
was
like,
fu-
whoa, what
was it was
the
like
fuck?
what? But so we were just messing around with a new phone camera my dad bought me and my brother, and we were taking pictures around the house. And there was this old grandfather clock that I think came with the house we came in. I don't know.
That's not a
Okay.
good sign.
I moved in after my father moved in, so the whole grandfather clock I don't know about. It was just there, and
Hmm.
it was never explained to me where we got it from. And so we were just taking pictures around the house, and we took a picture of this grandfather clock, right? In negative camera, and negative camera inverts the light
Oh,
and colors, right? And so
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
took a picture of it with the negative
No,
camera.
don't tell me what I think you're gonna
There was
say.
like a body outline next to the like leaning on the grandfather clock,
Oh.
Mm,
and
mm,
like me and my cousins were sitting like in the living room, and we took it, and we looked at it and we're like, what, what, what the hell? Like we were all
bro, there's a person
super
here.
confused about this, right? Like
Hmm.
there's no one standing there. There's no one else in the house because it's just us. Because my dad was at work, my cousin was out probably doing drugs, and so it was just like
Was like,
Okay.
but
me,
was like the
like
clock
my
against a wall?
it was against a wall. Yes,
So, like, there's no way it was like lighting or anything.
the only light was daylight.
Oh,
It
Hmm.
what
wasn't
the
at night. It was like in the
fuck?
middle, a whole ass middle, like 4 p.m.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
And so like it was just like me 10 years old, my brother who was probably like 7 or 8, my cousin who I'd say was probably like 11, 12, and then my older cousin who was like 15. He was the one watching us. And so we were just all staring at this like what the hell? And then my dad came home and we're like, "Dad, look at this." He goes, what are you guys stupid? Are you guys just messing with me?" Like he thought we were messing with him, but we were dead ass serious.
nah, bro. This is real.
And so that was like the other standout ghost moment I can remember. But then later, this is the one that like made me believe that that house had something going on. It was like
Mm-hmm.
once again 3 a.m. the witch's hour, right? I'm just sleeping there because me and my brother shared a bed, right? Because like my family
Hmm.
couldn't
Mm-hmm.
afford like 2 bedroom, even though it was a queen size bed. So I'm just sleeping there, right? Like me and my brother slept on opposite sides of the bed. I feel a poke in my back. You know,
Uh-oh.
me being 10 years old, I'm a light sleeper, so it's like I feel like it was a whole ass poke. Like definitely someone was poking me in the back with their finger. And so I wake up and I swear I heard a whisper, right? I'll get to the whisper in a second. And so it's like I'm already like kind of confused, like what the fuck was that? And so I wake up my brother. I'm like, Chris, did you like poke me or anything? He goes, blah, blah, blah," and then rolled back over and went to sleep. So it's like I took that as like he didn't do anything. But then you
I
want to know
think
what
that's a big
I
fat
swear I
no.
heard the whisper say? I swear I heard it say something like I can't remember exactly what it said, but it said something along as if you need to leave. I swear it said something like you need to leave or get out soon. It said something like that, right?
And
And then
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks later, you want to know something wild? 2 weeks later, house burned down.
That's the house that burned down?
Yup.
oh my god.
Remember that house I pointed
Oh.
to you, Nick, when I said when you
Yeah,
were here, I
yeah,
said
yeah.
I live in
I
this. That's the
understand
house
where
that
you're
had the ghost, and that's the house that burned down.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is that the house near like the where that gas station used to be or something? Like in Crystal, or was it
No, I was
No, this
living
is
in
in
St. Cloud.
St. Cloud.
oh damn, that's spooky.
And you know what?
That's
It
spooky.
makes it
What
even
the
creepier.
fuck?
Across the
What?
street, there's a Catholic school.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that because we drove by it.
It's a no-no. It's a
Yeah.
no-no for me.
And so, I never really thought about it. I mean, I thought about the poking and the "you need to leave soon" house later, but I never actually
The
put
fire stuff.
like it wasn't until like 2 or 3 years ago when I finally put it together. Like, wait, the creepy ass basement. My
Right.
cat's freaking the hell. Oh, by the way, 2 of those 3 cats, 2 of them ran away. One of them came back because wherever she was holed up, and she came back. Came back a totally different cat. Fuck, I missed that cat. I miss all my cats. Man. Anyway,
Meow.
one cat ran away. He died. He's the one who screamed in the middle of the night, and
Mm,
house burned down, of course. So yeah. And then once again, 3 years later, I finally put together like, huh, cats never like to be in the house. Uh, spooky ass basement. Spooky
Yep.
ass picture taken. Spooky ass getting poked in the back while sleeping. Said something along the lines of "I need to leave." Maybe he didn't say something. Maybe it's just like, because I definitely didn't think that the ghost said "you need to leave" myself. Maybe it's just like he implanted the thought in me or something like that.
Like you got to
Right.
get out.
And then my house burned down 2 years later. I mean, 2 weeks later. Thank God,
Yep.
me
That
and my brother being the children we didn't go to sleep. Oh, the house burned down at in between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. too.
No.
Yeah,
Jig hour.
because I remember
Dun, dun, dun.
I was watching like because I was watching Disney Channel, and Disney Channel has like their older shows around 3 to 4 a.m.
Right.
I remember because I was watching like American Dragon Jake Long or something, and then
Gotta
Recess.
be sure.
How fitting.
I remember that The Little Mermaid
Fire.
always played at like 3 a.m. Like The Little Mermaid played on Disney Channel 3 a.m. on the dot, right? And
Mhm.
so 3 a.m. like 4 a.m. rolls around, bang on the door, your house is on fire, you need to get the hell out. Like, and then from there on, house is burned down, moved here, moved to the Twin Cities.
Like, wait, was it burning down while you were in it?
While we were in it, the roof was on fire. We had no idea. It wasn't like a raging fire. It was like a small fire, and so like it was a big enough fire where a police officer who was driving by off duty saw like that house is on fire and told us to get out.
Did they ever
What the
figure
hell?
out cause of the fire?
I never knew. I don't know if I was ever told.
Oh dear.
They said something like
Faulty wiring.
they said something like we had a fire pit too. They said something like
Oh.
well, it seemed like the insulation caught fire. But that doesn't make any sense because this started in your
How does
chimney.
the insulation catch
Yeah.
fire?
Yeah. If the insulation
Like
caught
that,
fire, how did
the
it catch
walls.
fire?
Like they say it caught fire in the attic, right? But there's no insulation in our
Yeah.
attic because there's insulation in the roof, right? Because like
Yeah.
we don't have access to the attic. It was one of those houses where you can't get in the attic.
Mhm.
But they say it started like from the roof, which
And
is also weird.
they
Well,
just
wait,
said
was
it
How
it?
the
caught
fire
Was
fire.
start?
it?
Because we have a chimney.
But the
I don't know.
fire wasn't going.
I was too young. I wasn't. The firefighter said we think it's something to do with insulation in the roof, but I don't think we ever found out.
Oh no. Yep. That's
What
when
the
you.
hell?
Whoever's in that house
I mean,
now better. Oh, it's obviously burnt.
because my family, it didn't matter to us. We were renting the place, so we never had to sit down with like an insurance. Well, I mean, I never had to sit down with like an insurance agency, so they could get my story, my brother's story, my dad's story, to see insurance claims. I think
Yeah, I was
it
just
is pretty
watching
weird
Jake
that
Long and fucking
it is
caught
pretty weird
fire.
that I never had to say anything about what happened because I was awake when it happened. Like I was there
Yeah,
the
you
entire
should have
time.
at least had a
Mhm.
witness. That should have at least had you tell what happened.
It's
You
also
were
weird
awake.
because that night too, I know exactly why I was awake. I was awake because from like 3 a.m. to like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. I'll say that because I can't remember the exact times off the top of my head. I was feeling
Mhm.
incredibly sick. Like when you're sick and you can't sleep, like your stomach is
Yeah.
it's like you're sick, but it's just your stomach is feeling funky and it's too funky for you to be able to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I wasn't able to sleep. Because like
It was like it was keeping you
Oof.
awake to like get
Bad
you the
feeling.
fuck out.
yeah, and
That's
Real bad
fucked.
feeling.
I never thought about it either. Once again, until like 2 or 3 years ago, I was having a conversation with Matt, and he's like, yeah, so spooky ghost, and I was thinking about it, like, you know, that's a lot of fucked up shit that happened in the house about spooky ass shit, huh?
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Ever since then, I
Mm.
never had like any ghost experience, but
I mean, you should not have any
I've
more
never
after
really had
heard.
a personal one, but I've had friends say what's happened.
Yeah,
Same for me. It's just more like friends.
I mean, my cousins say that my cousins used to live in like a trailer park, and they said that
hmm
there was like a little goblin spirit that lived in their trailer. That's about
What
all I
the
can say.
fuck?
I was never told.
A little
It was
gremlin.
never elaborated on.
No, I just have a
What was it,
goblin
Sherlock
in my
Gnomes?
trailer.
It was like a goblin spirit
That's
thing.
Sherlock
Sherlock
Gnome.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
but aliens. Have you guys ever seen like UFOs or anything?
No.
I have
Nah.
once though. It
Bro,
Really?
was
you're hitting all the paranormal stuff. You should be
man, it's a good thing
You
we
like
should
want
get
to talk
your
about
own
ghosts and
show
I
on
could carry this
sci-fi.
conversation. But it's like a
yeah.
brief moment. So I was driving to Wisconsin with my family. We were going to Wisconsin Dells for like a weekend vacation, right? And we're
hmm
Mhm.
driving on the highway. I think it was like it was a somewhat empty highway. You know, how, like there's not a lot of people on the highway, but there's still like it's people on it. And I'm looking out the
Yeah.
window and I see this like silver thing in the sky. It's like that's just an airplane. It's going forward and then it turns around. It's like that's
Wait,
Airplanes
not an
don't
like
turn
airplane.
around.
nonchalant, like just turn
Like
around.
you know, like a car makes a U-turn on a highway. That's what this fucking thing did.
Yeah, I don't think planes can really do that.
And so I'm just staring at it, right?
No.
And me being the dumbass I was, like this was when I was like thinking I could think. I was like 14 or something at the time. And so I had been reading shit about aliens too. So it's like it's like I ain't no dumbass motherfucker. That's a UFO. But I was just instead of telling like my brother and my dad so they could look at it too, I just kept watching it. And so I'm just watching it. It's just cleanly going through the sky, right? And then I just see it
Yep.
just gone. It just disappears. Like I was looking at it for
Okay.
about like 30 seconds to a minute. For about 20 seconds, it was just kind of sitting there. Like I was just staring at the window, didn't think much of it in the back seat. And I see it like it starts. It's like moving. I couldn't tell if it was moving or not until it turned the U-turn because like the car was moving. It did the U-turn going the opposite direction of the car, so I'm just kind of watching it. And after about like
Hmm.
50 or 40 seconds, it just disappears.
Damn.
Not good.
And then
Not
after it
good.
disappears, I'm
See,
like,
I think.
I asked, did you guys
Oh my
see
god.
that? Did you just see that? And like, what, Devin? It's like, there was a thing in the sky and it just disappeared. I'm pretty sure it was a UFO. And my dad's like, shut the hell up. It was a plane. Like, uh, and my brother's like 11 at the time, so he's calling me stupid too, as 11-year-olds do. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay,
As
well,
your
you know
brother
what?
still does.
Yeah. I actually he can't call me stupid anymore. I moved out. Yeet.
Got him.
Yep.
Okay, well, stuff like that. I guess I've never really would know because, like, I live in the port, so I'm used to always stuff flying around my house. So I'm never really looking up.
Yeah, I
But
feel it.
And me with my,
I mean,
my
even if
my
I see,
I
I
just don't
guess,
look up
yeah,
at
that,
all.
that would also never really affect me because if I look up in the sky and I see something, I'm like, oh, what's that? I'm like, oh, it's probably just a plane because, like, all hours of the day, stuff's landing or flying out near my house.
Yeah.
So
hmm
And
I'm
plus,
used to that
living in
stuff.
a city, you won't see UFOs very often. Because like,
Yeah,
I'm
because,
pretty sure
like, there's
aliens
so
know
much,
not to
so
fly
many
over
lights.
cities. Oh, speaking of another somewhat paranormal happening, right? It's not like
Okay.
100% something happened, but it's just something that I noticed, right? So back in
Right.
like third grade, um, it's definitely in third grade, right? I lived in northern Minnesota, but I lived
Yeah.
outside a city, like I lived in like a rural area, like with farms and stuff,
hmm
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I lived in like there was a giant field, right? It
Mm-hmm.
was a pretty big field, like about 7 or 8 acres. It wasn't farm field, it was just like just a big field. It's surrounded by
Okay.
forest and like a couple other houses. It was like a tiny little community, but mostly
Oh,
forest.
so there were houses.
There
Okay.
was houses, but they wasn't like they were right next to each other. It was like there were like houses like in the square radius. Like on the highway, you cross the highway, walk down a little bit, you find like the Smith family. They're chilling.
Mm-hmm.
You walk down like a couple acre comparable fields. Like oh, you got the Johnsons. They're pretty all right. But
So it's like that thing where, like, where you're neighbors, but you're not gonna hear your neighbors.
yeah, it's like you won't hear
hmm
your neighbors. But I'm just trying to give a layout of what was popping in this little
Yeah.
village, right? And so like we lived in like a tiny little house in like middle of nowhere. And so standard forest shit, spooky forest shit happens. But
Okay.
I think I was too young to be able to remember it at the time. But I distinctly remember every time I tried to go to sleep, I always felt like I was being watched. And there was
Oh, I
always,
get that feeling then.
Yeah, I get that feeling too.
I get that a lot.
but that I've never had that feeling ever since. Ever since I moved out of that place, I've never had that feeling in my life. But
Because I
I
get
Mm.
remember
that
this one
feeling
time.
like all the
I
time.
was feeling that too much one time, right? And so
Hmm.
my brother was feeling it too. So it wasn't just me. I
Okay.
don't know if it was maybe me like just imprinting on him because he was like 5 or 6 at the time, so he just believed what I believed. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, Chris, I'm feeling spooked out by this room. Do you want to go sleep in the living room? And he goes, hell yeah, I want to go sleep in the living room. So we move out to the living room, right? And where we were sleeping, like there was a TV behind our heads, right? And then behind
Yeah.
it, there was like we had the couch on the wall. It was like a 6 foot, like 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there. It was so long ago. It was like so we could lie down. There could be a TV, and there could be like a small little stretch of couch. But above that, there was like a window, like a tiny little window,
Oh
like
God.
the window was like six
Yeah.
inches tall, but it was like really wide, right? My
Hmm.
brother was able to go to sleep, and I'm just kind of staring at this window. It was like I don't know what time it was. This was before like you had a phone, had watches, and it was like late, so I couldn't like go out into the kitchen and check the time on the microwave by turning it on. I swear to God, I saw two yellow eyes peek in the corner of the window and quickly peek out. But you know,
And
I
that's
just
oh,
kind of saw it at the corner of my eye, and I looked over there, and it was gone. I never saw it again. And then
eh,
the next
See,
day, I tell my brother, I'm like, so I saw this, and he goes, he just he's like 5, so he's just kind of freaking the hell out. But me being the adult I was at 9 years old, I'm like, God, I hope it was nothing. And I never thought about it again until like later when I was recollecting on spooky shit that happened in my life.
I guess that's
yeah.
probably the best way to go about it. Like, if nothing bad happened, just pretend it didn't happen
Like that was a
until
situation where it's
something
like
bad happens
nothing
again.
else happened, so I didn't care about it. But the St. Cloud House, it's
Mhm.
like other shit happened, so I thought about it a
That's
lot more.
freaky.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably be like freaking out if I had to deal with like stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't be. That would be on my mind for days. Like I
Yeah,
would
I
not
probably
be
wouldn't be
able to
able to think
sleep.
about anything else.
Yeah, I'd just
Like,
be like,
what the fuck
I mean,
was
what
looking
the
in
that
my
that
yeah,
house?
I mean, but it was the thing I thought I saw at the corner of my eye, so I couldn't
Okay,
keep it
well,
too
no,
sure.
I've
still
had
though, like
creepy stuff, but I mean, I don't think I've had paranormal. Like, I remember I was out with a friend a couple weeks ago, and like it was late at night, right? We're probably out till like midnight one, and we're walking around our neighborhood, and
Yep.
like I remember we're walking through one like by her house, and we saw this abandoned. Like, there's this house on Bass Lake Road that's been abandoned for like years. I've never seen anyone move into it, but like for some reason, I'm looking at it, and like I swear to God, I saw someone in like the top window just chilling. I'm like, first, I'm like, I'm not getting creeped. I'm like, oh, it's just a junkie, like trying to joke about it so you don't get like kind of paranoid.
Of course,
But
as
man,
junkies do. That's just
it
kind of
like
weird,
I
though, isn't it?
yeah, it's like why the fuck you in an abandoned building?
Probably because
But
that's a
like,
good place to sleep for a junkie.
no, I know I get
yeah,
that, but it's like it didn't stop there. Where it got creepy. Like, cause I didn't go home after that. I'm like, oh, it's cool. We'll just keep walking and talking about stuff. But then walking it down, I swear I kept hearing footsteps like someone's following me. And that shit is where it's like, yo, if someone's trying to fucking rob me or like scare me, it's like I'm gonna
You're
fucking
not
kill
thinking about
somebody.
what kind of ghost is behind me. You're thinking, who's gonna rob me?
Yeah, that's the first thought. I'm like, someone's gonna try to fucking rob me. I don't got a knife on me or anything. I'm kind of like, and I know
This
this
is it.
girl, and she doesn't got a knife. It's like,
Wait, this girl, did you clap?
no,
I don't
this is a
believe
different
mm,
girl.
mm,
you. Oh,
mm,
This
mm.
is this is just a friend.
That's
so
how
you
it
did
starts.
that to her? Okay, all right, I feel you.
Wait, what?
Huh?
No,
Oh,
but every time because we're walking through where there's streetlights, so I'm like, if I just act like I don't hear anything, a couple steps after a streetlight, they gotta walk under the streetlight because there's no way you can hide on that unless you're in someone's fucking lawn. But every time I turn around the streetlight, like there's nobody there, and like nobody's walking in anybody's yard, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like I'm moving, but that's basically
That's
all I've
wild.
ever had. That's basically all I've ever had. I never immediately think that's paranormal. I'm thinking that's some junkie trying to get like $5.
Probably. I mean, I guess that's just what happens when you live in like a city. You don't experience more paranormal,
Hmm.
spooky shit.
You just assume it's a person.
It's like, oh, that's a weird ass satellite in the sky. Not that's a fucking UFO, my guy.
Yeah, I see helicopters everywhere, But what if I saw a UFO and I'm like, just a helicopter, and I look away? You never know.
The UFO's gone.
Maybe I've seen some aliens. I didn't
Man,
know.
I'm hungry and I ate all my snack packs. Well, anyways. So, do you think that's anything left? Actually, that's a lot. I want to talk about journalism with Kyle.
All right.
So, what kind of journalism field do you want to go into, Kyle? Or do you even know?
Well, I have a few choices, right?
Choices, not options.
So
I like it.
yeah.
Optimistic.
So
Not
if
dead. Not journalism isn't dead to you yet, as it should be to most people.
yeah. So I want to either go into newspaper journalism, as I did in high school.
Yeah, I feel it.
Maybe like a Kyle's Corner 2.0, except
So
with
you want to be more like
better
a
materials.
columnist.
Perhaps that is one of my choices. Another choice would probably go into radio broadcasting, almost like a
That's what I
podcast,
was interested in.
Kyle, if you,
almost.
I don't take this the wrong way, but radio is a dying
But
format.
yeah, that's why I'm like,
See,
maybe.
yeah, but when I was interested in that, you think, yeah, radio's dying, but stuff like podcasts, all of that, it's basically, you think it's like a radio show, but it's all people talking.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
finding a
Podcasts are really
Like
rising.
like something like a podcast, not like a music DJ. It's
yeah,
like
I know exactly what you
those
mean.
are dying off. But and then my third and final choice would probably be play-by-play commentating.
Ooh,
Sport.
Spicy.
That's
I
my
was also
third
into
choice.
that, but that's where I was kind of like, yeah.
Because like I always like commentating on stuff, so I'm just thinking like, why not just do it professionally?
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But those are my three big choices. I
That's
mean,
what you
yeah,
want to
people
do.
do give up on. Yeah, people do give up on communication studies, and I felt like I clicked with it, so I'm gonna just stick with it till I don't want to stick with it no more.
Yeah, until you have a reason to not stick with it.
Yeah.
Kyle, I know for I'm not a journalist. I kind of want to do something with journalism.
Right.
But, my professional tip, because I follow Counter-Strike and a lot of other video games, so like I'm reading a lot of articles and I'm following a lot of journalists. And one thing I can say is that a lot of journalists will end up having to write like politics in order to like
Oh yeah.
make money.
Gotta get into politics.
Pro tip:
Yeah.
1, try not to get into politics. 2, if
Oh,
you get into politics, don't be one of them head asses. You know what I mean?
I don't.
What I mean by be one
Yeah.
of those head asses, like don't like purposely not write the truth.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't. Why would I? I
Because
get people
in
who
this
like
in this
kind
day
of
and
lie
age,
to appeal
people
to an
like
audience.
Donald Trump says the press is the enemy of the people. Inherently wrong, but I know what he's trying to say. The press who
Yeah.
lies are the enemy of the people. Don't
Yeah.
be
It's
don't be
the
the
it's
ones
the
who
fake
lie.
news
Yeah.
liars.
the
Yeah.
people who spread false facts on purpose.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they twist words.
To fit
Those
their
are the kinds of
narrative.
people I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like those kinds of people either, because then it's like that's why I like doing like email interviews instead of in person, because then I can't.
You can
You can
I have
show
the
what
words
they
right
said.
there.
fact check a
Yeah.
lot easier too.
And like if people
Yeah, I
are
can
like they
basically
say
just
that,
look
it's
at
like,
what they
well,
said.
here's a proof exactly what they said.
Yeah. And if I do like in person, then it's like then they'll think like, oh, I didn't say this or this.
Yeah,
or
they
this.
could, like, if they said something they didn't mean to, it's
Yeah.
like, well,
Unless you record
I
it,
kn-
but you know.
Yeah, unless it's like recorded, then yeah.
But
Like I would do
in person interviews are a lot harder to do than email interviews. Because in
Yeah.
email
'cause you
interviews,
gotta
you
get
can you
them,
can think about the next question you're gonna ask a lot more.
and you don't
Yeah.
gotta be like, they could be a country away and it's no problem.
Yeah.
Right.
I wanted to go into something journalism related. I thought about this more and more as my college date came up. Which
Hmm.
I'm not going to college anymore. I changed my mind, or at least I'm
You're
not
Right.
going to
now
this
you're not
college.
going again.
I'm not going. I'm definitely not going because I thought about it. I'm like, what I'm going to, I don't really want to do. I'm doing it because I quote need to do it and job security, but I
Hmm.
really could not be bothered to do this.
'Cause, yeah, it's like, I know people are like, well, you gotta go to technical schools. Like, you get a lot of money. It's like, yeah, sure, you get a lot of money. What if you hate doing what you
Yeah,
do
that's the
every
thing.
day?
Like the way
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Like,
like
what's the point,
if
really?
I'm thinking about it, it's like I don't even think I want to do this. So it's like, why should I? Something I'd love to do.
It's like
Like
people put money on job ratings way too high.
Yeah, like what I
Yeah.
want to do is something like I have two things I'd really love to do. Become a like a linguist, like studying and researching foreign languages and
Okay.
like learning about history of language, and then something with journalism. What I really want to do is like travel the world and travel to different countries and write about the countries I'm in, like the culture, the history, current events,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I'm sure you can do that. I'm sure there's like you can probably just get into that really easy.
Yeah, like one thing I like about Vox, right? I know Vox has
Yeah.
like their culture and geography stuff like that, and then they have their politics. I don't care for their politics videos and articles. That stuff is garbage. They're one of the people who
Hmm.
will omit truths, twist words, but they do like stuff on the side, like stuff like I know there's this one guy who works there. He just did a trip to Hong Kong, and he talked
Hmm.
about like the history of Hong Kong, the future of Hong Kong, the culture in Hong Kong, the way it is, and that was like Vox when they're not doing politics. I think they're fantastic. I love what they do, and
Hmm.
I was watching that like I would really love to do this, like travel to Kazakhstan, write about history of Kazakhstan, the current state of Kazakhstan, travel to these
Yeah.
African countries. Because if you're a journalist traveling to these African countries, you're gonna be a lot better off.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Like I don't want to do
That is the
I don't
truth.
want to do like Western European countries because everybody does Western European countries. Stuff like Eastern European countries like Bulgaria, Croatia, Bosnia, Romania,
Yeah.
like stuff that people won't usually go to write about. That's what I would love to
Yeah,
do, but that is
the
so
untapped market.
it's so expensive. College
Yeah, and
is
like the
money as hell.
travel fair.
Yeah. It is spendy. Like you need to save up tons of money.
That's the thing. Like, I need to save up tons of money, and I wouldn't be able to like do like this traveling around the world thing. Like a lot of journalists, with I know some of them, they didn't even go to school for journalism. They just started it and then they got hired because like what you're doing is good. We're gonna hire you. Wait, you never went to school? No. Damn, you didn't even go to school, and you're better than some of these guys, and they just get hired on the spot.
Yeah,
Hmm.
But then with the way I do it,
like journalism is it's kind of one of those jobs. Like you can go to school for it, but you still won't be good at it if
like
you're not
you could
like
go to
into
school and
that.
you don't have to. You could not go to school and still be good.
Yeah,
What they
Right.
teach you in school is how to write properly. I don't know what they teach. I just know some stuff. They teach you like the goal is to teach you ethics in journalism, which is don't fucking lie. Apparently that went over a lot of people's head the past couple
Yeah.
of
yeah.
Like.
years. I don't know what the fuck went wrong. And
Hmm.
they teach you like how to network, stuff like that. But
Hmm.
you can just be good at that and not go to school at all. But
If you don't lie, then you're fine. Just
yeah.
speak your mind. You know.
Yeah. If you're gonna be an opinion writer, tell them you're writing it. Like if you're gonna hate on Donald Trump and say, "Ah, Donald Trump said the N word. Here's the proof," but then not actually provide proof, it's like just say it's an opinion piece and you don't like Donald Trump. Just let's just be real here. Even though the
Yeah.
other
Talk
reason,
about why you. Just talk about why you don't like them, and then like, don't
like
use quotes.
Like
Don't use quotes.
unrelated. It makes me mad how these journalists they're like, "Ah, Trump is bad," and then they use a really dumb example, even though you could get Donald Trump on being bad on a lot of other stuff than just what he says. When you could seriously look at his policies and how dumb they are, like
Yeah.
you could hit
Man,
you could
Trump is bad.
you could
He
really hit
doesn't.
him
He's
on
not even
you can
good
hit
at.
him on
There you go.
actual things rather than just saying, "Ah, he
Yeah.
looks funny, orange hair, ha ha." But
He looks like an orange.
yeah, but my issue
Ha ha.
with what I want to do is I'd have to like get a job at like a company because
Hmm.
I wouldn't be able to pay for this myself. And if I just pay for it
Right.
Mhm.
myself and then go and do this anyways, like,
How are you gonna make
yeah,
profit
how am
to
I gonna
pay for
make money
another
off
one?
what I do? So I need to like get a
Right.
job, and they need to even
You
say,
gotta.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. And I gotta be like, I'd have to be like a vetted writer, like say, yeah,
Hmm.
you're worth the money to send halfway across the fucking planet to write about this dumb shit country that
Yeah.
no one's heard about. Like, can you guys tell me
Yeah.
where Uzbekistan is?
On the map.
It's right. It's right next to the other stands.
Yeah, exactly.
Trump
Like,
is
where the
bad.
hell
He's
is
not
that
even
even? Kyle's not even
into
right.
his
It's not even
fault.
next to all the other. Like, it's not even next to Pakistan. Kinda, but not exactly there.
Damn.
They're the ones who did the
Like,
bad
name me more
terrorists.
than 4 countries in Africa outside of South Africa and Egypt.
Uh,
Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Madagascar,
That doesn't count. That's an island.
Madagascar. What the fuck, Kyle?
It counts, but it doesn't count.
Egypt,
I,
Egypt,
I said
He
besides
said not
Egypt.
Egypt.
See, it gets hard. Like you haven't heard of these countries.
West Africa.
That's not real, Kyle.
North Africa.
That's also not real, Nick.
Nelson Mandela.
That guy's dead, Nick.
Morgan Freeman. Invictus.
Matt Damon playing rugby.
Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco, Mauritania,
Tasmania.
Somalia,
Tasmanian Devil.
Ethiopia, Sudan, South
Oh, that's in
Sudan.
Africa?
What's in
Oh
Africa?
dear.
Ethiopia?
Ethiopia.
Where
I mean,
else would
Ethiopia?
Ethiopia be, Nick?
I don't know. Uruguay?
What?
Yeah, what?
I don't know geography.
If you haven't guessed already, I don't know my countries.
Or a history teacher. If all else fails, I'll be a history teacher.
You know what? I could see that.
That sounds like an
My
insult,
My
but
name,
my
Mr.
favorite
Connor.
teachers in all of high school were history teachers.
I like
DeSalvi,
history teachers.
They're pretty cool.
Daniel.
They're pretty cool.
They're like chill too. So that's
Other
awesome.
one.
O'Connor in 10th grade. I'm not gonna say O'Brien. Fucking hated that guy. Bad teacher.
Yeah.
Deserved to lose his AP class. Anyway,
Oof.
he did.
That's one thing I'll give Jacob. What he did to him was kind of not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing Jacob did right.
Didn't O'Brien
He-
call him like a racist or something?
He called him a white supremacist for
Yeah.
Yeah, I
wanting
too am
to
a white
read on.
supremacist.
He's like, oh, you wanted to
No, that was
Ben
that I
Shapiro,
wasn't
you're a white
I wasn't making a
supremacist.
confession. I was insulting Nick's use of
Oh.
I was insulting Nick because he said white supremacist, not white supremacist.
Okay, you know what I meant.
I had to explain the insult. Now it's not as funny.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
White supremacist.
I am a white supremacist. I love Supreme. My favorite
Supreme's my
Supreme
favorite
hoodie is the
brand.
white hoodie. You know.
Yeah, I only like white bogos, so don't come at me with no colored.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck out of here with that.
don't come at me with no damn colors.
I hate Supreme. Anyway, you think that's a good way to
Y'all
end?
ready for Ghost Club?
Ghost Club. Y'all want to do our own ghost adventures?
I'd be down,
Uh,
honestly.
Okay,
Sure.
we gotta go to the haunted boat in Louisiana so we can pick up Lemonhead. That's why I wanted Lemonhead here, because he's from the South. He's like
He
religious.
could have told us
He
some
would
good
have.
stories.
I guarantee he got some spooky shit with ghosts going on.
Some
Yeah.
swamp bayou Scooby Doo
I'm
monster
saying
stuff.
he's
going
got some.
on.
He lives right next to the Mississippi. He's got some spooky
Yeah.
ass Mississippi ghost river monster shit.
He's not even here.
That's why I'm sad.
Oh wait,
Well-
one thing did you hear about that shark attack like off Cape Cod? Cape Cod.
Nope.
It was
No.
It was like the first one since like 2012, or it's been a while.
Oh, no wonder.
Man,
I
it's
don't
still
know. I
wild
mean,
to me.
nobody knew about it, so I can't really
2012
expand.
2012 is a while ago now. That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's like 6 years, isn't it?
yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Where we were,
And with
I
that-
mean, we were 12.
Nick was asking me if I've ever been finger gunned or whatever, finger banged.
No, that was 2011.
That's even longer. That's even farther away.
Shout out to all the "see you next year" jokes.
See you next year.
Oh, yeah.
God damn. Anyway, Kai, you gotta come visit me in St. Cloud sometime. It's lit up here.
I have to sometime.
Where
I
are you
hope
going
I
to
can.
college?
School starts
Wait,
No, where?
in
What?
2 weeks. I leave in Marshall,
I-
so the opposite direction.
Oh, so instead of an hour drive, it's like 2.5 hour drives for you. That's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty
wait.
far.
So, Mikhail, what day do you officially move?
I'm probably gonna move next Saturday. That's when
Okay, Devin,
What?
what are you doing this Monday?
Literally nothing.
Kyle, what are you doing this Monday? Which
literally
is basically in
nothing.
2 days. How
I ain't got
about
no
we
job.
hit up Hung? We make this thing on this Monday.
You want to roll up on Monday?
Mm.
I want to, because I
Okay,
want to go
another
back there
question.
now that there's Wi-Fi.
Would y'all be staying the night or not?
I would this time, yes.
Okay, so
My
we got.
brother goes to work 3 to 11, so I'll basically be bored out of my mind for the next whole 8
And
hours. So
I can give Kyle a
So wait,
ride.
is it this Monday? Like this coming Monday?
I'm
this
talking about
coming
the
Monday,
day after tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. And Brandon's gonna
I
be at
could
work
probably.
most of the day, so we could just chill out in my place and just dick around.
Are we doing this? Because I'm really down
We'd
now.
have to ask Hung though, and Hung, I know Hung's bum ass asleep.
I've got to
If
ask.
Hung's not down, would you still be down?
Why wouldn't I? I'd still, you guys could show up uninvited, and I'd still say what's up.
Oh, swag. I mean, I'm not going to do that.
I gotta get my D&D character. We're doing that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh yeah, we could set up for D&D.
We could do another test run of Dungeons and Destiny.
We're doing
I
it.
want to play that again.
We
That was fun. And I
We gotta
want
do this.
another fire team member, not Brandon, who's dumb.
Well, Kyle's never played D&D. That's his problem. But yeah, I could actually
still
have
can't
prep
get
time for
over-
D and Destiny this time, unlike last time.
Because hold on,
Yeah,
Kyle, I gotta tell you about some of this head ass shit fucking Brandon was doing.
Okay.
Because I wasn't taking D and Destiny super serious, but I was like, I'm into the world of Destiny. It's me.
I mean,
and
I like
Devin
the
have been
world too. I
playing-
just don't play it. You know.
Yeah.
Me and
Like, I would
Devin
be
have been
into
playing
it.
Destiny since the D1 beta.
Day one, the beta. Yeah.
I remember when
Okay.
Devin hit me with the beta, and I'm like, "Yo, this shit wild. This gonna be the game."
It was the game.
It was our game.
It was after Borderlands 2.
Honestly,
it was Destiny.
Yeah.
Mm.
Honestly, if
Still
we
is.
didn't have Destiny, I don't know. Me and Devin would be as good of friends.
Yeah.
Because most of the
some real
time, me
shit.
and Devin became friends was playing Xbox on Destiny,
On some real shit.
and now he the homie. Always been the homie.
On some real shit.
Destiny
Mm-mm.
saved our marriage.
Destiny saved our marriage. That should be the
No.
title of this podcast.
Of the podcast.
The whole
Destiny
thing.
saved my
Destiny
marriage.
saved my marriage.
Destiny saved our marriage, but Ghosts killed it.
Damn.
The ghost of my Destiny
But yeah, if
marriage.
we're gonna talk about hanging out, let's not talk about it on the podcast. You feel?
Yeah, let's end the podcast.
All right.
We'll talk about
All
it.
right.
After.
Nothing else going on. Nothing else to talk about.
I love you people watching, and by that I
I'm
mean
still
Mario.
itching really
Yeah, I love
badly.
Mario, my brother.
Mario, if you're watching this,
I know
love
damn
you.
well Lemonhead's gonna have to watch it because he missed out. Hung's.
He better watch it.
I don't think Hung
This is the
watches
first time
any
I've
of our stuff.
appeared.
Hung.
How's he on the podcast? Yeah, don't watch.
I'm
I
on
mean,
it. And
I don't
watch it.
really. I don't watch it because like I already know what we talked about.
Yeah, I'm here,
I
Kyle.
just want to hear how much it is.
Why would I
I
watch
just
it
wanna
if
hear
I
it.
like? I'm like, aha, that was a funny
Like
joke.
the most
said,
I watch is like
Mario.
it's like the first 5 minutes, like and make sure I watch like clips like in between to make sure the audio's fine. That's
Yeah.
about it.
The
I just
most
want
I
to. I'm a dedicated viewer. I watch.
Yeah,
and
I
I
know.
like.
Well, because this
I'm
is
a
your
simple
first one.
man.
isn't
You
it?
one of the homies that likes the video. I love you. If I could shake your hand over the internet right now, I would.
Yeah. Why would I? Why would I not like it? Come on.
Yeah, you. The
It's a
homie.
podcast.
I mean, it's
from
a
the
like-worthy
boys.
There's a
video.
villain that dislikes every video I upload. And I'm pretty sure it's Matt.
Probably.
I wonder
He's just
why.
jealous. He's not in the videos.
Yeah.
He's just jealous when he's like that. Devin called him out.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, if you didn't know, Kyle, you may or may not have read that group chat because you were in it. I definitely finally called out Matt on the bullshit that he was been on.
Ooh.
He really pissed me.
Is it gonna be like a KSI Jake Paul kind of fight going on?
No, the
gonna
difference
fight.
is I'm never talking to Matt again. That's the difference.
Ah, that makes sense.
Okay, but what I want to say, Mario, if you're watching this, write in the comment, Boot Gang got head in the video. Thank you, bye.
Chris, my brother, if you watching, write down how you redecorated the room since I left. So yeah,
Include a link.
include.
You know, if
send
Mrs.
me-
Nicola
DM me a
ever
picture.
watches this video, Zuck, I gotta say, if I send you the link, which I probably will, I'm not gonna lie,
Oh, really?
you keep doing. I mean,